Welcome to the Equine Energy Medicine Podcast with your host, Audrey McLaughlin.
Hey friends, and welcome to the Equine Energy Medicine Podcast. I'm your host, Audrey Christy McLaughlin. And today we're talking about two of the most common problems I see working with horses and how to fix them. Really, I should say two of the most common and easy to fix problems that I see in horses that I work with. And yes, they're topics that we've talked about before, but I cannot let you escape without understanding how important they are. The first one is ulcers, right? About 75 to 80% of the horses that I see, that I work with, that I see virtually and in person are positive for the ulcer checkpoints. And you might be surprised. That doesn't mean I'm not asking you to go get them scoped by any means, but I do have some really clear points that you can use in order to determine, in order to sort of treat ulcers for a little 30-day window for absolutely pennies. And it will certainly not hurt and ultimately help your horse's overall digestive system. So you will see positive changes in them. So if you go back and listen to episode 019, I give you the equine ulcer checkpoints so that you can check those points and see, are they tender? Are they reactive in those points? And then you can head over and grab my Holistic Management of Equine Ulcers class. It's only $25. You can do that under the events tab at equineenergymed.com. I will also link that here in the show notes. Wherever your podcast player is, you should be able to click that link and see those classes and upcoming classes I have. But that is a huge one. And something that I didn't mention in that episode that is often a mirroring effect for your horse is if you have indigestion. Do you take over-the-counter or prescription PPIs? Are you on the Tums all the time? Are you on the antacids all the time? Then likely your horse, particularly if you spend a lot of time together, needs that work as well. And a lot of people are like, what, Audrey? No, that's crazy. Well, you could call it that, but actually it is supported by something called mirror neurons. And so often I see it work the other way, where the rider picks up on the pain points or absorbs, starts to have the same pain points as a horse. So you feel great, you're limber, you're stretched, you're warmed up, you get on your horse and you do a few laps around the arena, and all of a sudden your left shoulder is like really paining, like right behind the shoulder blade. Nothing that would be like biomechanically impacted by the type of riding workout that you're doing. And all of a sudden, it's all you can feel, right? And it hurts. Well, guess what? That's likely that your horse is having left scapular pain underneath the scapula, right on that thoracic sling, right near that first rib. All of these things that can be taken care of with body work and rearranging the horse's posture, or encouraging the horse to have a different posture. But the point of all of it is that the thing that makes that happen is something called mirror neurons, and it happens between human to human, horse to human, horse to horse. All of these mirror neurons communicate with each other between beings, and this is scientifically proven, right? And it allows you to absorb, to react, to have empathetic, physical and mental, emotional feelings from that being that you are with, or connected with, in this case, between rider and saddle. Okay. So often I will see that play out with all sorts of things. Horses that need to be on a low starch diet. A lot of times those humans also are having the same type of gut issues as well. So that's number one. Ulcers, right? So go back, listen to episode 019. Also check the show notes here. Grab that quick class. It's a real easy class. It comes with lots of bonuses and recipes for you to create your own ulcer remedy at home. It's so simple to give. And even I've talked to a few people who have their barns giving it if they're not the person that manages their day-to-day care for their animals, right? The second one, are we ready for this? it's actually kind of two parts. So this could be the top three issues really, but it's top two issues for horses. This one is on the energetic side exclusively, and it's polarity and clearing emotions. And the reason why I included both of those is because, and they're also very important for the humans as well. This is another kind of mirror neuron thing. As I'm fleshing out more and more of what I want Equine Energy Med and this podcast and all of those things to be, I'm bringing more and more of my human practice, my some of you may not know, I'm a naturopath. And so I work with humans one-on-one and in group sessions on a daily basis to heal their body from root causes. And I do the energy medicine with the horses, but also pull a lot of that naturopathic medicine into the equine world as well. So as I'm exploring what this is all going to evolve into, I'm bringing the two closer together for it to be horse and owner and horse and rider type wellness situation. So checking polarity and clearing emotions is of the utmost importance. And if you haven't listened to the emotion code episode, it was way back in episode 10. It is one of the most popular, if not actually looking at the numbers, it's close. It's close to the most popular episode that I have out for horses. And you can head to the website at equineenergymed.com and download all of the forms so that you can release emotions on your horse. In short answer, emotion code depends on the use of energy testing to determine what emotions are trapped for your horse and to release them. It's very precise, and it's very quick for quickly clearing and healing trapped negative emotions. You will be shocked at the trapped negative emotions that your horse has encountered. Horses are master compensators, and as you know, that an emotion that isn't released, that is held on to, creates dis-ease in the body. It's the same exact thing for humans. So I recommend every single day, especially for a while, and then probably weekly, to just quickly check in what emotions need to be cleared for your horse. Usually you want to clear about 3 a day, and also do the same thing for yourself. You will immediately feel lighter and operate in more ease and joy, and so will your horse. In humans, I've seen chronic headaches go away, pain go away. I've seen rashes go away. I've seen swelling go down. I've seen all sorts of miraculous things. In horses, I've seen a complete change of demeanor. I've seen full release. I've seen cribbing stop. It goes on and on, the list of why you want to use this for your horses. So once you determine what those emotions are, you pick the first 3 to release, and you do going, gone, starting at the withers and moving your hand onto the tail. Again, I go into way more detail about this in episode 10. Now, a lot of times people will say, well, Audrey, my horse won't stand still for me to release the emotions. They're all over the place. Well, that means you or your horse, or both, likely both, your polarity is out of balance. And there are lots of other symptoms of a polarity being out of balance. And if that's something you guys are interested in, then we can definitely dive into that at some point. So to rebalance your polarity, you simply take 2 fingers on your right or left hand, but you want to use your first and second finger, or first and middle finger, and you're going to draw a straight line from above your right eye over to your left. You're going to do that 3 to 5 times, and then you're going to do the same thing on your horse. First finger, middle finger together, and go from the horse's right eye to over their left eye. You want to make sure you're going in a straight line and not around and around in a circle. And again, you repeat this 3 to 5 times. Oftentimes you will feel your own polarity shift, and your horse will have a big release from that. And then they'll be fine to release emotion codes. Now, this also works in reverse as well. So if your horse is not standing still to check polarity or to reset polarity, then there's likely emotions to release as well. And remember, you can do that from outside of the paddock, outside of the barn. You can do that at a distance as well. If you came to my free class on muscle testing your horse, that free workshop, it's still available as a replay on the website over at equineenergymed.com. Just click on events. But if you came to that workshop, then you understand a little bit more about how the theories of muscle testing and applied kinesiology work to allow you to use energy work at a distance with your horses. Okay, so those are the two things, like 2.5 things really. Ulcers, which will revolutionize almost everything, even the look of your horse, the feel of your horse, the way your horse puts on muscle, and the way, the hooves grow, the teeth, the brightness in the eyes, that will all change with ulcer help, as well as those last two, polarity and trapped emotions. So as always, I am rooting for you, friend. I hope you can join me for my online workshop for kissing spine help, no matter the prognosis. That class is May 24th. There will, of course, be a replay included. You can find out all the details at equineenergymed.com. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And let me know. So hit me up on Instagram at Equine Energy Medicine. Let me know. Do we want to incorporate more of the human side and energy work and holistic health as well? I'm always rooting for you. See you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Equine Energy Medicine Podcast. Ratings and reviews are always appreciated. We'll catch you in the next episode.